Jurassic World Rebirth. It was supposed to be the glorious new beginning for a franchise that had stumbled. After Fallen Kingdom and Dominion left critics cold, Rebirth arrived, aiming to recapture the magic. But the reviews landed, and once again, disappointment echoed. Critics called it predictable, the characters shallow, and the Spielbergian wonder nowhere in sight. Yet despite all the scathing reviews, Jurassic World Rebirth is an undeniable, roaring box office titan, already raking in over $359 million and poised to be one of the summer's biggest blockbusters. So, how did a critically underwhelming dinosaur movie become such a massive hit? The truth is, it's a prehistoric paradox, and we're about to uncover the 6 surprising reasons why. First up, the numbers simply don't lie, but they tell 2 different stories. On Rotten Tomatoes, Jurassic World Rebirth sports a critic score of 52%. While that's technically rotten and certainly a disappointment, it's actually not as low as the abysmal scores of Fallen Kingdom or Dominion. But here's where it gets interesting. The audience score for Rebirth soars to a much healthier 72%. This huge gap is key. Many people, especially longtime fans, are increasingly wary of professional critics, often finding their reviews overly harsh or out of touch. Instead, they look to fellow moviegoers. That 72% audience score acted like a beacon, signaling to general audiences and loyal fans alike that, despite what the critics said, Rebirth was actually enjoyable. This collective thumbs up from the crowd undoubtedly swayed millions to grab their tickets. Let's talk about the scares. While Jurassic Park movies have always had elements of horror, Rebirth arguably upped the ante, becoming one of the scariest in years. The T-Rex river chase scene? Pure anxiety-inducing terror. The newly introduced T-Rex design? Shiver-inducing nightmare fuel. But here's the clever trick. Despite wanting to make it genuinely terrifying, the filmmakers made sure it remained accessible for most age groups. Rebirth holds a PG-13 rating, ensuring families can flock to theaters together. For years, dedicated fans have actually clamored for R-rated Jurassic films, envisioning more brutal, violent encounters. However, Universal knows that an R rating would gatekeep a huge chunk of the potential audience, significantly impacting box office earnings. By maintaining its family-friendly edge, Rebirth tapped into a multi-generational audience, multiplying ticket sales. Every single Jurassic film, for better or worse, lives in the shadow of Steven Spielberg's original 1993 masterpiece. That film wasn't just a movie, it was a revolutionary cinematic event that inspired a global sense of wonder. Subsequent entries, including Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, tried and largely failed to recapture that unique magic. But with Rebirth, the trailers, the marketing, and the very title itself hinted at a genuine return to form. Fans held on to hope that this film would finally honor Spielberg's vision, and Rebirth genuinely tries its best. The awe-inspiring scene where characters first encounter the Titanosaurus, for instance, is a direct, loving homage to the iconic Brachiosaurus reveal from the original. This promise of recapturing the franchise's soul was a powerful draw, compelling longtime devotees to see if Rebirth could truly live up to its name. Unlike Jurassic World Dominion, which relied heavily on the nostalgia of the original trio, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic World Rebirth took a bold new path, introducing an entirely fresh cast of characters. And while many reviews criticized these characters for being one-dimensional, nobody could deny the sheer star power assembled. The film boasts an incredibly stacked cast, featuring global megastars like Scarlett Johansson, the Oscar-winning Mahershala Ali, and the charming Jonathan Bailey. Scarlett Johansson, in particular, is a certified box office powerhouse. In fact, Jurassic World Rebirth's success has reportedly made Scarlett Johansson the highest-grossing actor of all time. Her presence alone, combined with Ali and Bailey's drawing power, was enough to convince countless people to experience the dinosaur spectacle in theaters, even if the story promised to be a bit thin. Audiences simply enjoy watching these beloved actors battling prehistoric beasts. Let's be brutally honest, the most fundamental reason people flock to Jurassic movies is simple: dinosaurs on the big screen. When Spielberg's Jurassic Park debuted in 1993, it was revolutionary, making those Brachiosaurus, T-Rex, and raptors appear unbelievably real. Fast forward over 3 decades, and that fundamental appeal hasn't changed. People are still rushing to theaters for the sheer spectacle of seeing these magnificent, terrifying creatures come to life. This is precisely why the last few Jurassic World movies, despite their often negative reviews, have all sailed past the $1 billion mark at the global box office. Universal understood this core truth, likely confident that Rebirth would be a major hit regardless of critical reception. And Rebirth delivers on this promise, showcasing a diverse array of fan-favorite dinosaurs like the T-Rex, Mosasaurus, Allosaurus, Spinosaurus, and even new, menacing hybrids like the T-Rex and Mutodons. Longtime fans, even those disappointed by the story, simply had to see what new prehistoric horrors and wonders would stomp onto the screen. Finally, Jurassic World Rebirth benefited immensely from a clear runway at the box office. The Jurassic Park franchise has a history of dominating its release weekends, and Rebirth was no exception. A week before its debut, F1 the movie had its big opening, but as a motorsport drama, it never truly posed a threat to the dinosaur juggernaut. Similarly, the family-friendly How to Train Your Dragon had already had several weeks to dominate, clearing the path for Rebirth. While James Gunn's Superman was set to release just 1 week after Rebirth, the timing was perfect. Rebirth had a full 7 days to gain significant momentum, rake in hundreds of millions, and establish itself as the summer's reigning blockbuster before facing any serious competition. This strategic release window allowed Jurassic World Rebirth to become an unstoppable force at the box office, defying its critical reception. Jurassic World Rebirth might be a disappointment to critics, but it's an undeniable triumph at the box office. It's a testament to the enduring power of audience preference over critical consensus, the allure of family-friendly scares, the nostalgic pull of Spielberg's legacy, the magnetic draw of A-list stars, the timeless wonder of dinosaurs on the big screen, and the strategic advantage of a clear path to market dominance. Rebirth proves that even when the critics roar, the dinosaurs can still rule the global box office.